Hi everyone, what the fuck is up? It is Wednesday, September 3rd, 9:20 at night. Nitrous here, two N's and a new spelling as of July. One day I will stop saying that. I don't think I could play the PTB for the new killer. I never understood how to do the PTB. Let me just look something up real quick. Will it give me the option? How do people play the PTB? Like, how? Okay, let's see. I'm on Steam right now. You can't see it, but okay. New Killer is kind of freaky, and I like it because it is a horror game. So, how do you play the PTB? Hi, Monica. Thank you for being here. You can't hear the game because I'm looking at the PT. I've never played the PTB before. I do want to show the new killer though. I think she's pretty neat. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done a PTB before. PTB is like it's like a beta testing. So like before, like especially in Dead by Daylight. What does PTB stand for? This is how lost I am. Let me Google something real quick. PTB, public test build. So like before they when they're about to release a new killer, a new survivor, or like drastic changes, there's a test build where players can, you know, test stuff and give feedback before they make it public, I guess. I just want to show the new killer. Hold on. Dead by Daylight trailer. She's freaky, and I like her. Let's see. Where's the trailer? Just the trailer, nothing else. Teaser trailer. Okay. This requires me showing my YouTube, but that's okay. Let me just show this real quick. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. This is fun. This is really fun. Let's go with let's go with this. I don't think you can hear desktop audio. Is my desktop audio not working? Oh, it's fine. Doesn't matter. We're just looking at her. Let's see this. I don't think there's sound. That was lovely, right? We're gonna look at that again. But yeah, she's called Krasue, which is from Thai folklore. We're gonna do a quick Google search, and possibly see disturbing images. Let's see. The Krasue. Yeah, it is a nocturnal female spirit of Southeast Asian folklore. It manifests as the floating, disembodied head of a woman, usually young and beautiful, then with her internal organs still attached and trailing down from the neck. So, very lovely. And here's her Mori, apparently. Well, this is the new survivor. This is the new survivor. Her name is V, and she looks like one of my archery kids, which is funny. Like, as that was my first impression. I was like, wow, this looks like one of my archery kids. And her name is V, which is really close to her name too, so. And this is the killer, the Krasue. Notice how she looks normal at first, and then her head detaches from her body and her intestines float around. Very lovely. And gruesome. This is one of Dead by Daylight's most bloody and gruesome chapters. And I sort of like that, because it's Dead by Daylight. I feel like Dead by Daylight sort of lost its scary factor. Yeah, that is so fun. That's so fun. Okay. Anyways. We're done being traumatized. We're going back to 2B8. Oh, right, and I need to change up my audio again. But yeah, isn't that fun, guys? Anyways, 5 games tonight of 2v8. Just because, I have archery practice now, and so on Tuesdays and Thursdays I stay at the high school, a couple extra hours later, and that's less nap time for me, and then I also have to sleep early just because I'm, you know, staying extra. I just feel like I need to remind people that me coaching archery is completely voluntary. I have not been getting paid for it. There were a couple years, actually there was 1 year that I got paid, just because we needed a secondary instructor, and I technically counted as a secondary instructor, you know, just 2 hours a week, you know, and it helped. I used that paycheck to buy my sword, my competition grade longsword that I have not touched in like 8-9 months. Just because I have a good heart. I do. Actually, I don't. I don't have a good heart. I just enjoy teaching archery. And I love my kids. I really do love my kids, and I care about them. And they're the reason why I still work at the front office. I feel like without them, I would have quit a long time ago, and I would be a lot more miserable than I am now. But I genuinely love my kids, and I care about them, and I care about archery. If I, like, they offered extra hours, you know, at work, like my office job. They offered if I wanted to work extra hours for extra pay. I'm like, no. So I'm not even working extra for money, but I'm staying extra to coach archery for free. So, I don't know. Analyze that as much as you want. Where's my mouse? Okay. Nicolas Cage. That's crazy. But yeah, so yeah, tryouts are this year. Our competitions start 2 months earlier than usual. They start in November instead of January, so I have to, like, prepare my kids at a much faster rate. There goes Wesker. I see... Whoa! I see Michonne, Rick, and 2 Daryls. If you look at the left side of my screen, you will see the characters. Rick is currently getting chased. Oh shit! How do you miss that, man? Embarrassing. I was literally right there. But yeah, there's a Michonne. Oh hey, a Daryl with Nicolas Cage. That's crazy. That's a crazy world we live in. Yeah, I just barely ran into Walking Dead characters. You would think I would have run into more because, you know, this chapter's Dead by Daylight. Walking Dead is so popular, but ah, shit. I'm gonna repair this pallet. Yeah, all the killers are on this side now, which means I'm gonna run to the other side. Work on this gen. I feel like they should be paying me. With the amount of work I put into this, probably. I accept tips, but then at the same time, I am just a volunteer. If anything, I just threaten my kids. I'm like, I did not sign anything that obligates me to this. So I can literally not show up and not get in trouble for it. And that's what I tell my kids. So I tell my kids, if they misbehave, I will just not show up for practice, and they're stuck with the actual RO instructor. And they don't want that! So, yeah. Oh shit, does Wesker know where I am? Ooh. Where is he? Where is he? I know Wesker's nearby. Okay, there he is. Someone is opening all the damn chests. Anthony says, when I played baseball in high school, the only coach that got paid was the main coach. Yeah. Yeah, then there's like, what, the assistant coach, the volunteer coach, right? Rick Grimes. Don't look at me, don't look at me. Holy shit. I don't think Deathslinger knows what he's doing. Don't look at me! Oh my gosh! Okay, Wesker. Okay, Wesker. Oh shit! He was good. He was good. I respect it. Do I have any fun weekend plans? Apparently my cousin from the Philippines graduated from medical school and is now a doctor. And so they're having a graduation party at my house because they live up in LA and my relatives and my family and I don't want to drive all the way up to LA. So since it's only just that one family up in LA, instead they're just gonna drive down here to us. And yeah. I don't think that's fun, but hey, party, free food, alcohol, why the fuck not? Okay, we have 3 gens left. My team needs to lock in. I need to lock in. Shit. Okay. I'll just repair this then. I don't think Deathslinger's really killing anyone. Anthony has a date! Yay! It's about time. One of us has to win. One of us has to have happiness. If anything, I just rescheduled my tattoo appointment for like the second time? Third time. No, this is the third. The third time. No, second. Okay. So, back in July, there was this tattoo artist. She's new to San Diego. She's in one of the local tattoo shops I've been to before. And then, you know, I followed a tattoo shop, so they were advertising her. And she was offering, you know, 10% off on all her tattoos, or like 10% off for the first 10 people to book an appointment with her, you know, because she's new. And And so I was like, okay, I can use 10% off a... I can use 10% off a, okay, no one's gonna open that gate, I guess. Go away, go away. You're gonna guard this gate, huh? Okay, I'm getting the fuck out. I'm getting the fuck out. I'm not messing around with Deathslinger at the gate. Anyways, so yeah, and so I was like, I can use 10% off a tattoo, especially a small one. You know, a small idea I've had for a while now. And so I booked it with her in July. I actually wanted it, like, it was mid-July. It was before I went to Warped Tour. And also chat, say a character. Any character. Who should I play as next? I'll just... Carlos, of course. Leon. Monica says Leon. Okay, after Carlos, which Leon? Do we want older Leon? Or Resident Evil 4 Leon? Resident Evil 4. Okay, so Carlos and Resident Evil 4. Got it. Carlos seems like a guide. Yeah. Anyways, okay. So, I was supposed to get my tattoo, like, mid-July. I wanted it, like, before I went back to work. But she was unavailable that week, even though it seemed that she was available all week. And I was like, okay, yeah, mid-July. But then, or, like, end of July. It was supposed to be booked for end of July. But then I rescheduled because I wanted money for... It wasn't even for Warped Tour. I wanted extra money for an Andy Black cameo. And they're like 120 each. So... Because, like, Andy Black was doing cameos for that week. And I was like, I can use the extra money. And so I told her something came up. We canceled my tattoo appointment. But I paid the $50 deposit, is the thing. And it's a non-refundable deposit. And I would have paid $150 the day of. So I paid a $50 deposit for, you know, the end of July on a Friday. And then I canceled because I wanted the extra money to use on an Andy Black cameo. Then I ended up going to Warped Tour. And then I ended up getting a tattoo on my ankle anyways, which is a drawing of a wolf that I paid Andy to draw for me. So I still dropped $250 on a tattoo. I don't know where all this... Actually, I do know where all this money is coming from. I don't have a girlfriend. And so my mindset went from like, if I don't have a girlfriend, I have extra money to spend on tattoos. So, yeah. So I got a tattoo anyways, and I felt really bad. And so I asked her if we could just reschedule, because I still wanted my tattoo, and instead of just, you know, throwing the $50 away, I might as well just bite the bullet and commit to it. And so we rescheduled my tattoo for end of August, when my next paycheck would come in. And that was supposed to be last Friday. But then she canceled very last minute, like 2 hours before my appointment time. Because she said that she wasn't feeling well. She thought she would be ready by today, but she wasn't. And I was like, okay, that's fine. We can reschedule again. She's out from, you know, from September 1st till the 12th. And she has availability starting the 15th. But then, like from the 15th to the 20th, that's what she told me. But I'm going to Oogie Boogie Bash with my cousins on the 21st. And you don't want to do like extreme, like active activities or all day activities, events, when you have a healing tattoo. Like a tattoo needs at least 2 weeks before you can start doing normal things. So I told her, I'm going to Disney with my cousins. So maybe the 15th, a week, you know, at least it'll be healed 1 week in. Otherwise, do you think you'll be available on the 26th? Because at least I'll have all my events out of the way, and I won't stress out my tattoo. And she was like, yeah, I can do the 26th. Oh shit. Oh my gosh! How many people does it take to get me? They both gangbanged me. Why? What do I have against Carlos? Anyways, the whole point. Okay, so this is like, so yeah, this was my second time rescheduling the tattoo. So a tattoo I was supposed to get in mid-July. I am now getting it at the end of September. This is the longest time I had to wait for a tattoo appointment. Yeah. But what's funny, the reason I bring this up is because her canceling at the last minute just gave me this very familiar ache of a lot of girls who ghosted me or canceled on me like very last minute within the past year. So yeah, she was August girl. I considered her August girl. I didn't really match with anyone in August. I didn't really talk to anyone in August aside from her. And Anthony says she is August girl because she is a girl that I talked to who also disappointed me. And she is pretty. You know, she's not an older tattoo artist. She looks around the age level that I would date. Not saying I would date her. It's a, you know, an artist and client type of relationship, but, you know. Anyways, not to make this weird. But, yeah, for those who don't know about my lore, every month this year, you know, starting from January, and everything, like, every month, I have matched with a girl, and we tried to set up a date, and either they ghosted me or they canceled on me at the last minute. So, yeah, every month. There was January girl, February, March, April, May, and it was getting to the point where it was like I noticed a pattern. So it was starting to get funny. Then I had a June girl, and a July girl, and then August I actually didn't match with anyone, but I had my tattoo artist. And when she rescheduled at the last second and said, sorry, I can't make it, can we reschedule? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And I'm like, wow, this feels so familiar and it hurts, but, you know, whatever. And we rescheduled, and so, anyways, yeah, my tattoo artist ended up being August girl. Isn't that so funny? Yo, Bill, I don't think you're done healing. My guy. My dude. Hey. 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 You're not done healing up. I will work on this gen right here. Actually, I'm gonna save my teammate. I'm not gonna save my teammate. I'm gonna work on this gen right here. Oh, okay. But yeah, that's my life. Once I shifted my mindset, sorry, excuse me. Once I shifted my mindset from, like, not having a girlfriend means I have a lot more money for tattoos, I felt better. And I started to feel less bad or less desperate about it. Because, like, I like getting tattoos. I like affording tattoos, and there's a project that I'm saving up for in December that I hope my tattoo artist is available for. Ooh, swing and you miss! You missed! Get blinded! That was funny. That was funny, guys. He got blinded. Ah! And then he saw me. He kicked the gen, and then he saw my aura. He better not tell me, I fucking swear. Go away. I'm going to the other side of the map now. I think what shifted my mindset was, in July, there was a girl's profile that came across, you know, list of people to swipe. And she had a link to a Google form to apply to be her boyfriend. And you know, it was a Google form, and I just thought I'd had fun with it. Yo, man, get off my ass. Anyways. And so I typed in the link, and I was filling it out on my computer, you know, just for fun. And, you know, it started like, you know, how old I was, what my job is, and then a couple questions stood out to me that sort of made me pause and think. And it was like also sort of red flags. Like, I get it, but I'm also like, yeesh, this is a red flag. The first thing was like, I think the first red flag was she asked for my job. But then on her Hinge profile, she didn't even list what she does for work. So I'm like, okay, why are you asking for my job if you're not even listing yours? And then the next red flag, the question that made me pause, Bill, you gotta let me finish healing you, my dude. Oh my gosh, okay. These people cannot give me peace. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna start running to save people. The question that made me pause was when she was like, will you give me money for coffee, food, or flowers to help me feel better on a bad day? And like, that just made me pause because like, you know, my love language is gift giving. I love spoiling people that I care about with gifts. I like looking at things at stores. And the first thought that occurs to me is, wow, this thing reminds me of this person. I want to get it for them. And like, if you've known me long enough, you know that I like giving gifts. But then if you have to ask for it, that's just sort of gives a different vibe, you know? Like, I like giving it freely because I want to show I care, but if you have to ask it from me or expect it from me, that's just... it's... I don't know. I don't know. Like, yeah, I'll give you gifts, but then if you expect it from me, like... okay. No one wants a gold digger. That's the vibes she gave! That is literally the vibe she gave, like, even though it does seem small, like, you know, coffee, food, flowers, like, I get it, sure, but like, but also like, at least I got the stun, but this blight has had enough of my bullshit. But yeah, that gave me off vibes, especially when she asked for my job and she doesn't even have a job listed on her profile. And I was like, wow, the audacity. Like, yeah, if I care about someone a lot, I'm gonna spoil them, you know? But like, if it becomes an expectation, like, if I don't do this, will you think I'm being neglectful, you know? And that's not the case. But like, and then I just look at my job and my paycheck, and I'm like, yeah, nuh-uh, I can't support a family. And this girl seems very high maintenance, and I think that just sort of shifted my mindset of like, you know, I like having, like, I will spoil you with gifts, but like, if you're gonna be like this, I'd rather use this money on a new tattoo. Monica says, I get having gift giving a love language, but you can't expect things. Yeah, that's the thing. And yeah, and it's like after I dropped like $250 on a tattoo, right after buying an Andy Black cameo and going to Warped Tour, I'm like, wow, I have all this money because I don't have a girlfriend to spend it on. And because I know once I start dating someone, I'm gonna spoil her, especially, like, I've never had a girlfriend, y'all. Confession time. I love women, but I've never had an actual girlfriend. I've gone on dates, but I've never had a girlfriend. But I like assuming the masculine role in the relationship, especially with a girl. And, you know, for me, in my head, that includes, like, spoiling her. Like, I do want to spoil her with things. And I do want to give her princess treatment, as long as it's not being demanded of me, I guess. But I will give it freely if I care enough. But then it's also like, you know, it goes the other way, you know, like, not talking about relationships, but like friends, like, you know, just my other friends, my other friend group. I like buying gifts for them because that's how I show I care. And then, you know, like for their birthdays, like I'm not gonna point it out. So I buy gifts. Like, there's a lot of friends that share like a certain birth month or like a birthday season, or like their birthdays are so close together they decide to just celebrate it all at one time. And like I buy them all gifts. I'm buying gifts for 5 people at the same time. And then they always say, oh, we don't expect gifts, you don't have to get us anything. And then it's like, well, I do want to get you guys something, you know, you're my friends. And then I put in effort and I get them something. And then the thing is, when my birthday comes along, I don't really get anything. And I don't want to be the type of person to expect things, so I don't say anything, because I'm like, okay, I'm getting you all gifts, and like, I understand everyone's, you know, love language is different. But then, and Monica knows this, because I live in San Diego, California, the West Coast, and Monica lives all the way in New York on the East Coast. I have online friends. I have 4 very close online friends that I've known for over a decade. Monica, it's been 10 years. It's been 10 years since you and I met, and then everyone else I've like known just a little bit longer, but saying I've known people for 10 years is crazy. The fact that I've had friends that stuck around for 10 years consistently is crazier. But like, my online long-distance friends, like, put in a lot more effort than my friends that live within a 10-minute driving distance from where I live. Monica says, I spent like $50 on each of my friends for Christmas, and 2 of them didn't get me stuff like anything. It was upsetting. And that is upsetting! Because $50 is a lot of fucking money! That's not nothing in this economy! Like, at most, like for me, I mean, to be honest, I only spent $10 on each friend because I'm on a budget. But like, yeah, I would be upset. I'm upset I got this map. Anyways, but yeah. And so like, you know, like, my friends live within 5-10 minutes within driving distance, and, you know, I did have a couple friends that did drive up to my house and drop off, you know, stuff, and that was appreciated. But it's like the fact that no one else could do that, and then it's like... And then it's like my long-distance friends put in more effort because they pack the stuff themselves. They buy the thing, they pack it in a box or an envelope or whatever, drive all the way to the post office, and according to all of them, the post office is not as easily accessible as my post office. Like, it always seemed like a trip, you know? And like, paying for the shipping to have that delivered all the way to me, that is a lot more effort than any of my local friends have ever shown me. And I recognize that. And then I ask my therapist, like, am I being unfair towards my friends? Like, I don't want to be the type of person that expects people to get me stuff. But when my long distance friends put in all this effort, that my local friends can't? Like, what does that say? What is that saying? And so, like, yeah, and so for, you know, the friends that I used to buy gifts for, I just realized I don't have to. And the thing is, I stopped, and they don't notice, I guess. It doesn't matter because, I mean, they did say, oh, you don't have to get me anything. But that's what people say to sound modest, and, you know, and it's like, yeah, I guess I do the same thing. You don't have to get me anything, but then I notice who puts in the effort when I don't... I mean, I guess I do expect it. But then it's like... Yeah, I don't know anymore. Oh, thank you, Monica. I forgot that the Disney Villains drop was today. Like, I got after work, I got in my car. And I was like, I feel like I'm supposed to do something today after work. But I didn't remember what it was. And so I drove straight home, and I passed the fuck out and took a nap. And then when I woke up to one of my cousins who texted me, and she was like, hey, did you manage to stop by Bath and Body Works? And I was like, holy shit, I totally forgot about that. I knew I was forgetting something after work today, but I couldn't remember, so I just passed out and forgot. But thank you, I appreciate it. I got the hand sanitizer holder for my cousin. I'm not sure if I told you that. I mean, I paid her, and because she bought the Maleficent candle holder, so yeah. I had to put on the back counter with my name on it last night. One of my coworker friends bought it for me before I got there, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet, but it was a gift. Oh, wow! Oh, that's funny, your coworker paid for my gift, that's funny. And it saves you money too, so... thank you both. Thank you for saving it. Thank your coworker for buying it. The light box or the castle? Wait, what are we talking about? The candle holder, right? What are we talking about? You bought the castle. I don't know what my cousin ordered. All I know was that it was Maleficent. I tried to warn them, but I think they just ignored me. Or maybe they think I'm working with a killer, which is not the case. I was just trying to warn them, and they misinterpreted. Now I feel like a bad person. Which Maleficent candle holder to get is... Oh, there's two! I will look at the picture of the screenshot that she sent me. Because she sent me the receipt, she ordered a candle holder and my hand sanitizer holder, the poison apple one. So I can see the price and I can see what I owed her. Oh, I got a key. Oh shit. Oh, I was too busy thinking about poison apples, I guess. Yeah, shine the back of his head, that'll totally blind him. Anyways. I'll see if I can stop by work. How fast do these things sell out? I mean, it's the Evil Queen of Maleficent. I feel like Maleficent will sell out a lot quicker than the Evil Queen. I don't think the Evil Queen is as popular. That's my opinion anyway, just because Gal Gadot sort of low-key ruined her. But I feel like Maleficent is a lot more popular, just because also Angelina Jolie had successful Maleficent movies. But, I don't know. I don't want to hope too hard. Evil Queen smells better. Oh, that's funny. It's funny because, like, character-wise, she would smell better. You know? And I just love the apple scent. I'm really biased towards the apple scent. It all stems back to my OC that I created when I was in 9th grade back in 2011. You know, this son of Snow White who was kidnapped and raised by the Evil Queen, and I was just hyperfixated on the Evil Queen ever since. Wasn't too busy, my source, hard to oh shit! Wesker just snuck the fuck up on us. Wesker, leave me alone! Leave me alone! Anyway, sorry. Wesker has stealth mode and that fucked with me. Oh. We started healing ourselves instead of each other. Well played, Rick Grimes. Leon Kennedy is healing Rick Grimes. Only in Dead by Daylight can this crossover happen. And a goth girl. And now Rick Grimes is healing Leon Kennedy. And a goth girl is also healing Leon Kennedy. This is foreshadowing to Resident Evil 9. Oh. Oh, thank you, Rick Grimes. This is such a crazy screenshot. This is what I'm gonna use. This is what I'm- oh. Okay. Hey! Hey, I can help you. I took the hit. I took the hit for her. Wesker, leave me alone. Wesker, leave me alone. How do you know? How do you know? Well, shit, it's just me and two white-haired people left. I don't think they're gonna save me. They're gonna let me die. Well, I have the key! So if you want the hatch, you better save me. Oh my gosh. Embarrassing. Oh, okay, Monica says, but they said they were going to make a lot more stock than the princesses because that was a nightmare. There was only 12/6 of everything. Well, the thing is, the princesses were a lot more popular than the villains, so I feel like, if anything, they're gonna be a little overstock. Oh my gosh. I got the hatch! He sacrificed himself for me. He's a licensed character, I think. Who is he? Soma, thank you. Is that Soma? Yeah. I don't know who that is. Okay. I'll give Rick Grimes a thumbs up and also give Sable a thumbs up. These people were great. Oh yeah, my new icon is whatever that glitch was. Dead by Daylight is so unserious. Remember that glitch? Like, during the loading screen, there would just be this random railing, like in this area. They turned it into a badge. And, you can see people are using it. Oh, Daryl and Rick Grimes' hat. Okay, I guess. Yeah, victory! That's crazy. I thought I wasn't gonna make it out alive, but, you know. Oh, so I realized I'm still in anonymous mode. Oh wait, I played as Leon. Who am I playing as next? This will be game number 4. Someone say a character. Jill. Okay. Just a reminder, I have the Witcher characters, despite not having played the game, read the books, or watched the show. So. Monica, which Jill? It's funny because I forget too. So you want to change your answer? There we go. Which character is that again? Like who's playing Geralt? Am I pronouncing the name right? Where is he? Oh, here he is. Yeah, let's go.
Be a witcher to sense trouble.
Oh, that's so funny. Geralt. Okay. I forgot. I was like, why am I still playing Resident Evil characters? I have Witcher characters, and I still need to get on that. Oh, also Monica, for movie night, it occurred to me that Anthony and I are going to Halloween Horror Nights. Wait, hold on. There's Rick Grimes in his hospital gown. That's funny. Anyways, it occurred to me that Anthony and I are going to Halloween Horror Nights next Saturday. So I want to watch Five Nights at Freddy's just to hype myself up for the house. And then I was like, okay, we're gonna move Man of Steel to the 16th. But then I realized after the 16th, over the weekend, I'm going to Oogie Boogie Bash with my cousins, and I'm going as Jim Hawkins from Treasure Planet. And so I want to watch Treasure Planet to hype myself up for that event. And then I was like, okay, the 23rd for sure will be Man of Steel. There should be nothing coming up that will conflict with that. So I just thought I'd give you a heads up, because I realized very last minute that Twilight was not in a streaming platform that neither Anthony and I own. So it is far away. I'm so sorry. But I'm celebrating all my Halloween events in September. And so on October, I can lock in and focus on Inktober, I guess. Oh, right, it's not Henry's Geralt, so it's not as exciting. Yeah, yeah, it's just, you know, the actual Dead by Daylight character with the costume on, I guess. Still looks pretty accurate for the most part. I feel like they gave it to the most fitting character. He's a video game version. Oh, okay. Who is that? Oh, that's Huntress. I was like, what's that sound? Can you stop leading the killer, like, towards here? Go away! Go away. Like, I'm trying to run away and you're following me. I'm gonna go all the way over here. I'm so excited for Horror Nights. I knew there was gonna be a Five Nights at Freddy's house. Last year when they started introducing animatronics to one of the houses, I think it was Ghostbusters last year. Once I knew that was like their first house doing animatronics, I'm like, oh, they're getting ready for Five Nights at Freddy's. Because I doubt you can be put in a suit and effectively jump scare people. Like, it would have to be an animatronic to accomplish that. And I feel like just affording all those bear suits for people to wear, it gets hot and expensive very quickly. So... but I don't know. I'm avoiding, like, reels and TikToks of the houses because I actually want to be surprised. But I cannot wait to eat that spaghetti pizza. And the cupcake. Is it overpriced? Sure, but I don't have a girlfriend, so I can't afford it. So, yeah, that's gonna be the thought process that will make me feel better. I was hoping to have, you know, my own date to Horror Nights, but, it's fine. Wow, these people are just bullying the killer. But, at least I still have Anthony to go with. Anthony's still my Horror Nights buddy, even though Anthony has a date now. And for Oogie Boogie Bash, it'll be my first Oogie Boogie Bash. But at least I still have my cousins to go with. As Jim Hawkins too, Monica, I need to show you my Jim... Have you watched Treasure Planet? Are you familiar with that Disney movie? I feel like it's just one of those underrated gems. People make a big deal about it, but at the same time, not enough people know about it. Vaguely. I just need you to look up... Just Google... Do a quick Google search of Jim Hawkins. Watched it once a long time ago. It isn't one of my top favorite Disney movies. You know what it looks like? Oh, okay, cool. Because after my stream, I will send you a picture of my outfit that I put together. I ordered stuff off of Amazon, and I'm so proud of it. I'm gonna hide this right there, and then I'm gonna get this. And I forgot I'm a scout. So, I'm supposed to be repairing pallets. I'm just staring down the killer to reveal her location to all my survivor friends, teammates. There we go. I think she's still being revealed. I'm just like stalking her. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's Rick Grimes in his hospital gown. With the tube and everything. That's hilarious. Anyway, so Monica says, my friends and I went as Disney princesses. One of our guy friends needed a costume. I suggested Jim, but he was lazy and didn't do it. Jim is one of the easiest characters. That's me dressing up as Jim is lazy. That's how easy his outfit is. Whatever. To each their own, I guess. Like, it would be a lot more effort, I think, to cosplay as Flynn Rider. Jim Hawkins was such a simple costume to put together. Once I show you, you'll see. Oh my gosh, you people, stop running into me. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way over here. Especially with my hair. Like, I know it's probably been a while since y'all have seen my face, and the last time I did show my face, I was Carlos with the messy hair and the bangs covering my eyes. But like, my current hairstyle, normally, is curtain bangs, and an undercut, which I think is, suits Jim. I mean, that's basically Jim's hairstyle, I just don't have, like, the little ponytail at the back, but like... But yeah, I feel like... Because it was between... Like, my first choice was Flynn Rider, until I learned that Mother Gothel isn't gonna be one of the villains making an appearance at Oogie Boogie Bash this year, so, like, there's no point. And I was like, okay, I don't have a date. And, like, I'm basically going solo. Like, I'm going with my cousins, and at least we don't have a theme, but I'm like, who can I be? And then I realized I can be Jim fucking Hawkins. Especially with my hair. So, yeah. It was perfect, though. I'm so proud of what I was able to put together by buying things off of Amazon. Did he not see me? That's crazy. Oh shit.
The hell are you supposed to be?
No way did he just say that. Did she not want to chase me? These people haven't killed anything yet. Or these killers haven't killed anyone yet. So, I don't know. She just gave up chase really quickly. Not that I'm complaining, but you know. Are all the gens completed on this side of the map? I'm still in the killer's line of sight. I feel like I can catch 8 over here. I feel like she'll spawn over here. Yeah. The call of a Steve Cole. Honestly. We have Steve's screams and Leon's moaning. Iconic. Okay, we have 2 gents left, team. Wow, Geralt saving Lara Croft. Only in Dead by Daylight. Did he give up chase? Why are these people giving up chase so quickly? Not that I'm complaining, but... Oh, they're about to pop a gen. Like, they see me, and they run away from me. You could ship Geralt and Lara Croft? I've only played the Tomb Raider game from, like, the early 2010s. I think it was, like, a remake, like, 2013, 14. So I haven't played enough Tomb Raider. But I can definitely see them being a power couple. Did he just... Okay. Rick Grimes! Rick Grimes and Geralt! That's crazy! Only in Dead by Daylight can Geralt heal Rick Grimes. This is so crazy. And then only in Dead by Daylight can Rick Grimes heal Geralt. Wow! What a crossover! Only in Dead by Daylight. Only in Dead by Daylight. That's crazy. I love Dead by Daylight. It's such a wild game. I hate this game. I'm in a toxic relationship with this game. Okay. Well, Monica, I feel like I'm just entertaining you now. I've only played a few Tomb Raiders, but they're fun. Yeah, they do seem fun. Lara Croft seems badass. I have nothing against her. Do you want me to play as Lara Croft for my 5th and final game? Or... I have other Witcher characters. You just may have to guide me. So you can pick from, you know, Stranger Things, Resident Evil, Witcher, Lara Croft. Since we're on the topic of her anyways. You get to pick last. I think Anthony's busy working. Which is fine. You know. At least I'm not completely by myself. Like, going insane. This is like my only cosmetic. I like her wearing a jacket. It helps her blend in more. There's a cosmetic for her with a braid. Hold on, let's look at our new cosmetics real quickly. It's gonna cost actual money, which I don't really want to spend, but I do love the braid. It's giving Katniss. 400 though, that's basically spending $5 on hair. The beanie's pretty cute too. Yeah, poor Anthony. Gotta work. Work sucks. And it's funny because he's the overnight shift. So when I tell people that Anthony works as an overnight security guard, they're like Five Nights at Freddy's. I actually just downloaded Tomb Raider for PS4, but I haven't played it yet. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you'll find the time to get to it and enjoy it and have fun with it. Tried playing 1 year ago, didn't get anywhere. Oh. What do you mean by I didn't get anywhere? Like, you were stuck, or? Oh, tried playing once years ago. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Yeah. I don't know, people, like, recommend me so many games. But it's like, I think it was last year, where each month I played a choice-based game every month. And like I put in so much effort into that. And you know, I was buying these games. They were like $20 per game, so I was waiting for sales and everything. Especially the Telltale games, Telltale Walking Dead and the Dark Pictures anthology games. And especially Until Dawn. I think my final straw was that I played Until Dawn. I streamed Until Dawn back in December. And it was a Friday night. And the only viewer I had was Anthony, who was literally in the room with me. And then I realized, it just sort of occurred to me that I'm putting in too much effort into something where I'm not getting a lot of things back. Like, the outcome isn't worth the effort. No, it's okay. It's okay. No, I get it. I completely get it. I'm like, it's just that, like, I realize I have to understand how small my circle is. And, like, I have to also understand my audience and their availability. I mean, I stream at night. Who the fuck is awake at this ungodly hour? And you're 3 hours ahead. So it's like, I try to be understanding, but it's also like, it occurred to me that I'm putting in too much effort into something that I shouldn't be putting that much effort in. That's why I'm still streaming now. And I'm just streaming Dead by Daylight. Just because I'm so familiar with this game, I have like over 2,500 hours. I can play and talk at the same time. This game doesn't really require a lot of concentration from me. Only if you wanted to play those was it worth it. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I had so many, like, I guess the issue I'm trying to get at is so many people are like recommending me all types of games, and I do want to play it. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll play it. And, you know, video games are expensive, you know, and I'm trying to wait on Steam sales. And so when I do play a game and I'm like, hey, I'm playing this game that I spent like $30 to entertain you guys, and then only 2 people show up, I'm like, okay, where are the people that recommended this game to me? You know? And at least you're having fun with Dead by Daylight, so that's what you should do. Yeah, and I'm fine. I mean, like, it had to occur to me last year that the idea of being famous and popular low-key kind of scares me, because I didn't grow up with that. I always grew up with the idea that I'm just gonna be a nobody and a loser. Which probably isn't completely true. But I don't have the charisma to be a popular streamer. I don't have the energy to put in, you know, effort into creating reels or shorts or videos on YouTube. Like, I'm just posting my VODs. I'm a perfectionist. So, like, for me to edit one stream would take about 2 hours, and that's just too much time. I'm gonna get burnt out very quickly. So I'm not even gonna bother with that. I mean, I tried. When I first started streaming, I did try back in like, back in 2023. For my very first stream, which was a Resident Evil 2 remake playthrough. Like, I edited it. It took me 2 hours, like 2.5 hours probably, to make probably a 15-minute video of highlights. And I was like, I was so proud of it. But the fact that it just took me forever. And then when I played Resident Evil 4 remake, you know, when that game first came out, and I was, you know, trimming down my videos and posting them, like, I was proud of what I created, but then it's also realizing how much time it was taking. You know, like, just cut out the parts that dragged on, inserts. What the frick? That was too dramatic. That was too... Rick, you're doing... I'm walking away. That's so long. Yeah. Laura, I can help... Oh, never mind. People don't want me touching them. And, you know, that's fair. We support consent here. If people don't want me to touch them, in the game. I'm not gonna touch them, even though they need to be healed up, but whatever. Whatever noise Rick made in that hospital gown was too much. Oh my gosh, you people. Oh my gosh, you people. I don't like these voice lines. They're so out of place. Can y'all, like, stop dropping like flies, please? Okay, which way is she going? There we go. But yeah, so it got to a point where, I stopped putting in effort in, you know, trimming my videos and editing my videos. And I can see why, streamers hire people to do that for them. And I don't have the budget to hire someone. I'm like, I can literally do it myself. I'm just a perfectionist and I know it's gonna take up a lot of my time. And I'm just like, is this something I really want to invest in? And the answer is no. The idea of popularity and, you know, being famous scares me because I have a lot of hot takes that could get me canceled really quickly, especially because I don't really care what other... Like, I care, but I also don't care about what other people say about me. Like, for example, I love The Last Jedi. That is my favorite Star Wars movie. It is also the Star Wars movie that received the most amount of hate. And so I already know that if I'm being popular and I say Last Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie, I'm gonna get bullied so hard. So, like, it's this paradox of caring and not caring at the same time, where it's like, I get anxious with, like, what people will think about me. This is why I'm avoiding trying to, like, put in effort in the first place. But also, I don't care. Like, I will say what I want, and I will stick with what I believe in. And yeah, it's a hard line to juggle. I don't have the charisma nor the tolerance, I guess. All I know is that this isn't meant for me. I'm just streaming for just a, you know, a small audience, people who may need company late at night. You have to have really thick skin. Yeah, my skin is a lot thicker than it was 3 years ago, mainly because of what I do in the front office, so that helped. But it's not something, it's like, I'm not meant for that life. I'm really not. So yeah, so I'm fine, just, you know, keeping this really low level, low effort. Not really low budget, I invested in my equipment. But I'm gonna just do what I do, and like, if people recommend me games, I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'll add it to the list, and I probably won't because I did put an effort into buying new games and playing stuff people recommended to me, and when the turnout wasn't really there, I'm like, okay, I really don't need to be doing this. So, did she just... oh, she died. Okay. Hi, Rick. But yeah, I'm not someone with thick skin. Like, it's thicker, relatively thicker than previous years, but no, I'm not that type of person. I will dwell on small mistakes, and if people say mean things to me, that will live in my head rent-free, and then I will develop a grudge, and then I will write some type of revenge fantasy. So, I think okay, Monica said, I think the only thing I suggested was Until Dawn, but I fell asleep like an hour in. And that's fine, because I think it was around 11 p.m. your time when it started. Even though I try to stream on a Friday where I thought more people would be available, but it's okay, that's what the VODs are for. That's why I post them. And I'm like, yeah, it's okay. I was making questionable decisions anyway. I don't think anyone died though. I think I managed to keep everyone alive. I think. I don't know, I sort of blocked that memory from my head, so I don't really know. I don't really know what happened. But it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I said like that after the Dead by Daylight anniversary event, I was gonna get rid of my schedule, my streaming schedule, and just stream whenever I want to. That was kind of a lie. I feel like after doing this for 2 years, it's sort of been ingrained in my head to do this every Monday, Wednesday, from starting at 9:20. I don't even like. I even changed it from 9:30 to 9:20. You know, in honor of Black Veil Brides performing at Warped Tour in Long Beach on July 26, 2025. Their performance time was 9:20. They ended the night. Anyway, so me starting my stream 10 minutes early is just because of them, but it puts me at a disadvantage because now I have to adjust my whole schedule and make sure I'm here 10 minutes earlier than usual. Because, like, Monica says, my schedule is just too all over the place. I managed to find, yeah, for me, it was all over the place, and the fact that I have archery practice starting now, my Tuesdays and Thursdays are a lot more packed. So I'm especially exhausted on Tuesdays, like for my movie nights, because it was completely different last month when I didn't have, you know, practice after school on Tuesday. So movie nights were still doable. But now that I still have practice, like once I get home, it's 5 o'clock already. And then I don't really have time to eat, nap, and shower, which is now my daily routine. So like I get off of work at 2:30, and then I would get home, and then I would eat, and then I would nap by like 4, and then wake up around 7, and then I would like rot in bed on TikTok until 8 o'clock or 8:30. And that's when I would shower, and you know, I just like stand in the shower and contemplate my life choices. And so I'm not usually ready by 9:15. I try to be ready by 9:15 or 9 o'clock ideally, and then I spend time with Rinden, my dog, and then I stream. So like that's basically my routine. But then with archery practice taking up most of my time, it's like I don't have time to nap, and then so I'm fucking exhausted, and then oh my gosh, that was embarrassing. Oh shit, that was even more embarrassing. You can't catch Laura Croft. I was almost done with my Gen 2. Monica says, surely you were able to cut a little bit of time from your shower rotting. I should be able to, but I don't. Like, I have a Black Veil Brides playlist, right? And I'm trying to, like, end... Like... No way. No way. I stay in my locker too long. This is my first time getting hooked. I really don't, I'm not a fan of these voice lines. I can cut a bit from my shower rotting, but the thing is, the time that I don't spend shower rotting, I feel like I just spend it more on nap time or bed rotting. Which isn't good. So it's like, I can either have more time to shower, or more time to bed rot. And then, the more time I bed rot, the more I just procrastinate. Because I can take quick showers. I can prove to myself I can take quick showers, and then just having that knowledge meant like, okay, I can take a shower in like 15 minutes. That means I can spend extra time in bed. Oh shit.
No, no, no!
I don't know. I mean, if anything, I can just... He'll hook me closer to where my teammates are. Never mind. Wait, holy shit.
To do something.
Okay, I'm running. I'm running. I'm running. I'm running. Holy shit. Yeah, that's not really a good strategy. Like, yeah, you downed me and you hooked me, but then I'm, like, right next to the open gate. Great! That Claudette saved me and I'm grateful. I'll give her a thumbs up. But yeah, that scream was very dramatic. Oh, I'm second place. I'll give this Claudette thumbs up. I started tripping at the end, just because I started, like... Oh no, not the goth girl. Not a goth girl killing the other goth girl. Or she's more like a punk girl. Sad. Anyways, that was 5 games. That was 5 2v8 games, and I'm gonna call it a night. It's 10:36. I've been streaming for an hour 15. Yes, I will cut this stream short. What am I doing? Let's spend all our blood points, or almost all our blood points on Steve. He's currently prestige 35. We're trying to get him to 100. I don't know how long that'll take. Okay, at least we'll move him up to 36. And then we're gonna spend the rest on Leon, because he is my main boy. Don't have enough to level up. Okay. Well, Anthony. Okay. Oh, Sadie called you. Okay, we thought you were working, which was fine. I'm about to end the stream. Yeah, Monica says sometimes it's so quick, sometimes it's so long. Yeah. And I feel like they're gonna be short now just because I have archery practice the next day. And just because, you know, it's 2v8 and I just cap it at 5 games. And then, like, I feel like I would only extend it if, like, I want to talk more, or if you guys want to talk more. But, I feel like I need to rest. I don't know, sometimes Mondays just feel a lot more active than Wednesdays for some reason. But, my Wednesday streams paired with my movie night streams on Tuesday just help the first half of the week go by so fast. Like, I'm so happy tomorrow is Thursday. So, yeah. But yeah, I will see you guys on Monday. Thank you for being here. Even though Anthony was with his sister, that's fine. I hope you all have a great weekend. A restful, peaceful weekend. Tuesday night, on the 9th, we'll be watching Five Nights at Freddy's. Next Tuesday, the 16th, we'll watch Treasure Planet. Just so I can personally get ready for my Halloween events that I'll be attending. And then the 23rd will be Man of Steel. I'm sorry we have to push it all the way back. But yeah, have a good night, sweet dreams, take care, don't let the zombies bite.